Hey leaders, I'm Scott Matthew from nixyourlimits.com, and today we are talking about communication. Communication today is so different than it was 5 to 6 years ago. And so how do you keep up? The world is so fast paced of give me information now, give me this right now, give me that right now, that how do we keep up? We are also tasked to try and build strong relationships with people around us, our supervisor, our teachers, our teammates, our coworkers, our classmates. How do you keep it all up? Okay, I've got 3 main tips to make every interaction that you have positive. I call it the positive interaction model. And step 1 is to have fun. Okay, and that doesn't mean necessarily every conversation you have is a joke. That means that you need to be yourself when you're communicating with others. People want to meet people, not the people that people think they want to meet. Okay, let me say that again, that's kind of a tongue twister. People want to meet people, not the people that people think that they want to meet. So I want to meet you. If I'm sitting down for a job interview and I'm interviewing you, I want to meet you, the real you. Not the you that you like dream up saying, oh, I think Scott wants to somebody who looks and acts like this. No, that's not true. You wouldn't have made it through the door if you didn't have the basic qualifications. And none of that has to do with any looks. None of that has to do with that. It's all about what you can do, what value you can add. And so it doesn't matter if you're weird, quirky, I'm weird. I like to say corny jokes. But that part doesn't matter. You just be yourself. Because when you are yourself, you're more comfortable. And if you're comfortable, they are more comfortable. And so then you're able to get a lot more done. By being yourself and just like having energy, having positive energy that you are excited to be there and that you mean what you say. That really helps the other individuals stop from putting up those walls that we so often do when we either meet new people or we think that somebody just wants something from us. So have fun, be yourself, and just allow your positive energy to just communicate through you to the other individual. Okay, so have fun. The second step is to communicate. And obviously that's a huge, that's the meat of any interaction that you're gonna have, is you need to communicate with that other individual some type of information. Maybe you're asking them to do something. Maybe they're asking you to do something. Maybe there's like a conflict or a disagreement and you need to compromise in some way. Okay, communication is so important, and the best thing to remember is that you need to seek to understand, not to be understood. So don't just say, I need you to understand what I'm trying to say. No, that's not necessarily going to be the most effective thing. But if you take the time to say, I really want to understand where you're coming from, I really want to understand what your perspective is on this so that we can move forward on the same page. That totally changes the nature of the conversation, of the interaction. Instead of me trying to jam something down your throat, instead you are seeing me say, I really want to see your point of view. Your opinion matters right now. I value it. Let's figure it out together. Okay, so that's going to be a big part of communication. The last part is appreciation. And I'll say before that is if you just want to be a good communicator, then step 1 and step 2, have fun and communicate. Great. Tune out now. You can close out the video. You're good. You'll be a good communicator. If you want to be a great communicator and have unlimited opportunities because of the relationships you build and the people that you meet, then you will follow through on step 3, which is appreciate. Okay, the world, because it's so fast-paced, no one takes time to or expects others to show appreciation for them. And it totally catches people off guard when someone does. When someone does show sincere appreciation. Now even think about the millennial generation today. So 2017 just started, and the millennial generation, those that are kind of in school, like high school, college right now, they get criticized more than any generation that I can remember. I mean, I'm not that old, but they get criticized a lot about being entitled and just selfish and that kind of thing. So if no one expects you to be grateful, imagine what their viewpoint will be if you are grateful, if you do show appreciation to those you meet and those you work with. It'll knock their socks off, I promise you. Even your peers, others that are in that millennial generation, they don't expect it from you either. And so if they don't expect it, by you doing it, you really surprise individuals by what you can offer. And so show appreciation at the end of a conversation and say, hey, thank you so much. I really appreciate you taking time out of your day to help me understand, to help us do X, Y, Z, whatever it was. And then off you go. Okay, maybe a note or an email afterwards, or sending a message on Facebook later on after you meet somebody and just saying like, hey, I just really appreciated the opportunity to meet you. That was really cool. Like sitting at dinner, I kind of thought I was going to be a loner, but having you talk to me, that meant a lot. So thanks. Okay, that literally takes less than 30 seconds to show appreciation. It's just to add it on to the end of a conversation. If you stayed after class to ask your professor or your teacher just like extra information about the upcoming project or assignment, just to make sure you were clear, thank them for that. Say, hey, I just want to thank you. I know you explained a lot of it in class, but I just wanted to make sure that I move forward in the right way because I know that this project is something that's going to help me. And so thank you very much. Appreciate it. Have a good one. And then off you go. Okay, literally 30 seconds, 15 seconds, that's all it's adding. So don't think that you have to take out so much time of your life to start being appreciative to the people around you. It does not take that much time. And the amount of time that you actually invest in that, the return on that is huge. Okay, because it helps you the next time you meet up with that person, they remember that. People remember how conversations started and finished. And so if you start by having fun and being energetic and positive and just being yourself, and you end by showing appreciation, you leave that individual with a good taste in their mouth, basically. So then the next time they see you, they look forward to an opportunity to talk to you. They look forward to that because they want to feel good again. People love to be appreciated, and it makes them feel really good. And the more you thank people for the things they do, the more good things people do to have you thank them for. So remember that. In communication, have fun, communicate, appreciate. Use the positive interaction model, use it today, and the sooner you develop strong communication skills, the sooner you're going to see more and more opportunities and more success in your life. So go use it, show appreciation. Thank you so much for tuning in. Go to nixyourlimits.com for additional content and great information on our blog and other videos, and we look forward to seeing you again soon.